I've written down a couple of things. One of the things we talked about is modelling success to others. So being able to be that example, right, and having that above the line thinking yourselves means that you're not just giving instructions and then people have to do what you say and not what you do, but they are actually taking it on board because they can feel it, because it's really common and it's everywhere. Another thing as well is it makes you think harder about coming up with solutions, because it's, like I said before, it's easy to default into the negative, isn't it? To just go, oh, well, bloody hell. Because that's how we're wired as humans, is to protect ourselves. But if it's a scary thing that we need to lean into, we actually take time when we recognize, okay, this is something where I need to take ownership. It scares me and I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to try to find a way and make it work. And that creates other possibilities and snowballs as well. Creates action, like I think you said that, Jan, and of course brings positivity. One of my mentors, he's actually Australian and he's from Italian descent, and he's so funny. His name's Joe Carne, and he has a really great expression. He says, you're either squeezing life or it's squeezing you. And when I was thinking about that, it's just so...
Like the lemon.
Like the lemon, exactly.
Yeah.
That was my little reminder, the lemon. Because when we have those kind of situations where it is easy to just drop below the line, it's like we have to squeeze life to just get that little bit of extra out of it. And yeah, of course, when you have a negative mindset and you get so stuck in your story, don't you? Tell yourself all the reasons why you can't. And there is a epidemic of low self-esteem in our society, and people's filters are telling them that they're not good enough, they're not worthy, they don't belong. And there's a lot of this negative back chat that's going on, and it's so easy to stay stuck in blame and denial. So when we are recognizing that behavior, recognizing that there needs to be a lot of empathy within that to know that that's a conditioning that they have. And when we are showing up as leaders, we're not trying to change someone, but we're inspiring greatness within them, and that comes from our behavior. So I wonder, if we weren't worried about the negative things, if you weren't doing blaming or making excuses, what would you be doing instead? What could you do with that energy?
You would be exhausted.
Yeah.
And that is really tiring. Yeah, because I've got a board that are all really, like, they see this huge target at the end, but they're really excited to get there.
Yeah.
And it's trying to get some of the staff who probably been quite complacent about what they're going to do, which is hard, and giving them the opportunity, like whether it's professional development or to see the vision that we see to move it forward. But,
Yeah, because if you're wasting time being, it is exhausting staying stuck.
well, it
Being
seems
in the
it's
challenge.
stuck. It seems
Yeah.
repetitive every time you have a board meeting. It's the same things, and it's like getting past that.
100%. Yeah, creating that forward movement, isn't it? Yeah.
That's what I found at the Italian club when I was first joined on the committee. They, over the year, they brought up the same things every committee meeting. We're going to, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, we've got to do this, and there'd be arguments. But the main thing was about this commercial kitchen, and that they had plans drawn up, and when we get the commercial kitchen, and then it was about what colours they would get. But I said to them, but you haven't got enough money. Why the hell are you talking about this when you haven't got enough money? Anyway, so I went out and I got them a grant for a commercial kitchen. And finally, we're not talking about the same things all the time. We're not arguing about the kitchen's installed, that's done. And now the committee meeting's about moving forward. Wow, what can we do next? Because we changed something really positive, and it's just the kitchen is the main thing with the Italian
Well,
community. It's the
Yes.
hub. It's,
Food.
yeah, food.
Wow, that's
And now now we're moving forward, and it's
Yeah.
been a huge success in changing what we talk about in the community now. We talk about what can we do now, and
Yeah.
and there is more positiveness. Yeah.
There's a framework that I use for meetings that's like a questioning framework that's outcome focused. So a lot of those meetings that are going round and round in circles are just talking about implementation problems when they
Yeah.
they're not going towards the outcome. So I could send it to you if you want to create a new framework for the meetings. Like, hey guys.
Oh no, it's not like that anymore because
Okay,
because I've done
That's
so
seen.
much and
That's
we've
seen.
moved forward.
Oh,
They've
right.
seen
Okay.
what we can achieve
lovely.
now, and everyone's getting really excited about. You know, I want to see how they react to the festival, because a lot of them came and helped yesterday.
Awesome.
And I think I think this is going to be the tipping point of like, look what we achieved, guys.
Yeah.
What's possible.
We can do anything.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so great.
It's
Yeah, there's
really
forward
moving forward. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know how stuck we were, and that's why I thought I couldn't stand it. It reminded me of my ex-husband and our marriage. And I'm like, oh my God, we've been arguing about for 25 years about the same thing. And I'm sitting in this meeting and I'm like, oh my God, it's like bloody being married. And so I'm like, right, we're changing it.
But you've done it, haven't you? You've modelled the success.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not. I'm. You know, sometimes I fall behind the line.
Everyone does
and
that.
Yeah. But I'm just sort of like, I feel as though I'm moving forward with it. But you know, 3 years ago it was all the same old thing. I couldn't stand it. So
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
interesting though, because I think it comes back to money though, doesn't it?
Yes.
Quite
Yes.
often. Would you
Yeah.
say the same as
Yes.
yours?
Yeah. If you haven't got money, you can't
It's very hard.
move forward. Yeah. With your ideas and your plans. So yeah.
I guess
Yes,
it's
so you see, you've got something, you're obviously good at getting money.
I'm very good at getting money.
That's
Wow.
the key.
Yeah.
Find
Yeah.
someone who can
I'm really good at getting money.
Right.
Like, I'm part of Rotary as well,
You've got
and
a skill.
they have a raffle, and they average like $90 a week. Anyway, it was my turn to provide the raffle prize and make the money and sell the tickets. I sold $180 worth of tickets, and they said it was unprecedented. They'd never had that before, $180.
Did you promise them a good Italian meal?
No. But no, I'm really good at making money, and I've got, as I said, I've got 100 grand worth of grants.
Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I am in the right place,
Yes,
eh?
like, oh, wherever you
Yeah.
want to be, but just easier to see the screen from the air.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late.
That's all right.
okay.
I'm Danny.
Hi, Danny.
What's your name?
I'm Jenny Bancroft. I'm from Victory Community Centre.
Lovely.
Manager. We're just short staffed today.
Just gonna give you a name tag. There.
Thank you.
So I'm Jake, I'm at the Taurina Community Centre.
Yep, with Mark. Yep, cool.
And I'm Jan, I'm part of the Mapua community.
Yeah, we've met
Working
before,
with
eh?
them.
You've come
I
and
don't
talked to us, have you?
Possibly not me, but I know some of the others did, yes. So, it's the old church, you know, Mapua. It's opposite the new church.
Nice, I'm Jenny. Well, we're glad that you could make it and organise a few things to be able to be here. It's fantastic of you.
120.
We're just
101
having
years
quite a,
old.
because there's just 5 of us today, and we
Yeah,
are
this has
filming
been
it so that we can send it to a couple
well,
of people that can't make
they
it.
are,
But really opening up just a real deep
Families,
conversation around
that-
mindset,
that's
and
the long
we've just been learning a model which is
It's-
called
That's
above
our
the line
thing.
and below the line.
Thing that we've got.
And essentially it's the way that we think, and having that positive, resourceful, accountable mindset versus the blame, denial kind of
Usual
vibe.
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send this out to you afterwards, so you can get an email with that.
Yeah.
But having a discussion of how important it is to have that thinking, and how culture perpetuates itself, so whether it's negative or positive, and having those core positive
Yeah.
attributes as well. So I actually manage a community on Borromeo Street. There's a big castle, Warwick House, and it used to be a B&B, but now it's run as a 19-person community hub, and everyone lives there long term. And it's really interesting because my parents live in Mapua, and so they come and check in every now and again, but I've been managing it for a year and a half. And I remember the other day my dad texted me saying, and he's texted me so many times saying, is the recycling out? Is the recycling out? And I just thought, you know, Dad, like, I've been managing this place for a year and a half. Like, stop micromanaging me, and I've got the recycling out. So that was my thinking. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to take ownership of this. And I texted him and I said, can I just give you a little bit of feedback?